The purpose of this video is to go a little bit more in depth to explain what you get with the mask, what the mask is, and also some details of it to explain what kind of detail David Miller actually puts into his masks. I ordered this mask about 2 weeks before Halloween, and David Miller had it on my doorstep before actually the day of Halloween, so I had it before Halloween night. And I just wish to explain that that this is a really good mask, that I'm going to start with that. And I guess to start with the description, I'm going to begin with the hat. All of these items you see before you, I will put in a link in the description below, so you can actually access this and see it for yourself. The hat is just an El Cheapo that I found on Amazon. They sell them other places as well. It's made of a thick cardboard-like material, but it's got cloth over it. Now granted, it bends just like the real hat would. It serves its purpose. Okay, you can see with this particular mask here, in my opinion, it looks great. I've had a lot of good compliments on this hat, and it didn't cost me but $20 on Amazon. And I'll post a link for y'all so you can see that. The next thing is the mask. This mask is made by David Miller of David Miller Creations. That's out of California. This mask, based on his description, is everything it says. It says, get the highest quality mask, but for less of the price. And that's exactly right. You get a high quality mask that's better than even the best costume shop masks. And now this particular one here was $139.95 plus shipping, came to around $155. In my opinion, it's worth every penny. In that, James Updegraff, I've heard a lot of his masks around YouTube, even articles I've read. He does really good work, but some of us don't have $800 to $1,000 to spend on a latex mask. So this is what your answer would be, and it's made by the special effects artist that created the Freddy mask in the original Nightmare, and also in the Dream Child. So you're getting a high quality mask made by somebody that even worked with the film. The mask is very high quality. In that, you can actually see the detail of the flesh. Even on the neck, you can see that. You can actually see the veins within the neck. You don't get that on the costume shop masks. The wrinkles in the skin, you get that. I mean, you get, a lot of people miss the ears. The ears have that demon look to them. A lot of the masks that you get on the market don't even miss that part. Now, the ones that David Miller sends out normally comes with the slit cut in the neck. This one doesn't, because I specifically asked him not to. Because I have a smaller head than most, and it fits me a lot better like this. The mask that I had before I got this one was again one of those El Cheapos that you can get like this. Now granted, this one served its purpose for the amount of time that I had it, but I actually had to start duct taping the neck where the slit is, and you can see where it's worn right there. That's because I had to duct tape the back of it to keep it tight on my face, because it would literally flop around on my face and it would just look awful. I emailed David Miller and asked him not to cut the slit in the neck because I didn't need it. So he didn't cut the slit in the neck, and when I got the mask and tried it on, it was a little bit difficult to put on, because that's what the slit is for, is so you can get the mask on and off a lot easier. But you can go to Walmart and buy one of these little disposable baby powders. I think they're like $1.50, $1.30, something like that at Walmart or any other major retailers. And just put some in your hand, rub it together, and then rub it inside the mask. It slips on just if you had the slit in it. And for me, something that I had to do was right inside the head, you can see right there that I went and got some foam and some double-sided Velcro, and I stuck it on the back side right here, where when I put the mask on, it would go all the way to the front of my face instead of it sitting back off of it. Because for me, if I did not have that in the back, where you can see it in the eyes right there, if I did not have that there, it would just wobble around on my face. Okay? The next thing I'll go over is the certificate of authenticity. First thing you would get is this nice little envelope here from David Miller Creations, just a peel and stick envelope. And in it, you'll get the certificate of authenticity. Alright? And on it, it says, it actually has the item number, or the number of these that he has sold. And so you get your own little certificate number here at the top. And then across from top to bottom, this is what it says. David Miller Creations, Certificate of Authenticity. This is the official certification that this Freddy Krueger Stunt Mask number 5 was manufactured by David Miller Creations and is a reproduction of the original stunt mask used in the motion picture, A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. And it has his signature right here. The description on eBay says that every certificate of authenticity is signed by David Miller. I had the assumption that he just had one of those mass-produced stamps where he could just go through and just stamp every card, and like a rubber stamp type thing, and you would not be getting the actual signature. I made the wrong assumption. This is actually his signature. You can tell by the amount of pressure that's put on the paper. You can feel the indentation where he signed. You can even see where the ink has bled into the paper. And this is his actual signature. So you get the actual signature by David Miller, which was a special effects artist on the Freddy Krueger mask. Okay, so that's really big. The next thing you get is just a safety and attention sheet explaining the care for the mask. This doesn't have any signatures or anything. It's just a piece of paper. And then it tells you how to maintain and care for the mask, that whenever you are not using it, it's best to display it on a stand. And he gives you dimensions on, you can go to a hobby shop and buy it. But that's not what I did. I actually used PVC pipe. I went to the Lowe's that was local here to Fort Leonard Wood, and I got a 1/2 inch PVC, okay, and I got these end pieces here, and then just cut a 5-foot section of PVC down to size. Now granted, if this was a 4-way, like these two bars here on the back side, it would make it a lot better for those of us that may have a heavier mask. But this serves the purpose that I need it for, so that's the reason it only has the 2 legs. This piece of PVC costs $2.83 versus the dimensions that David Miller gives you here costs about $10. So I mean, it's not much, but it still serves its purpose. And to be honest, I think that PVC is a lot more sturdy than a thin piece of wood. So that's just me. So the next thing that I'm going to do is put the mask on and let you see what it looks like. And I will be back with that in just a moment.